20 most shocking black actor deaths. Hollywood has witnessed many unforgettable stars, but sometimes the most heartbreaking stories are the ones that end far too soon. From rising young talents to legendary performers who shaped entire generations, the loss of these black actors shocked fans across the world. Their careers were filled with promise, influence, and unforgettable moments on screen, yet their lives ended in ways that no one expected. Behind every headline is not just a tragedy, but a story of dedication, resilience, and artistic brilliance that continues to inspire millions today. Welcome to Black Excellence Legends, where we honor powerful stories from the past and present. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe and join our community, and tell us in the comments which actor's passing shocked you the most and why. Your voice matters in keeping their legacy alive. Erica Ashe. The entertainment world was stunned when news broke that Erica Ashe, a beloved actress and comedian known for her vibrant energy and sharp comedic timing, had passed away far too soon. For fans who had followed her career for years, the loss felt sudden and deeply heartbreaking. Ashe had built a reputation as a performer who could effortlessly move between laughter and serious storytelling, making her one of the most versatile talents in modern television. Born on September 19, 1977 in Florida, Erica Ashe spent parts of her childhood overseas because her father served in the U.S. military. That international upbringing exposed her to different cultures early in life, something that later helped shape her open-minded personality and creative expression. Before fully stepping into acting, Ashe began her journey in entertainment as a model and singer, eventually discovering that comedy and performance were where she truly belonged. Her breakthrough came when she joined the cast of Mad TV, the long-running sketch comedy series that had previously launched several major comedic careers. On the show, Ashe demonstrated an incredible range, performing memorable impressions and original characters that quickly made her stand out. Her comedic instincts, expressive delivery, and fearless approach to humor helped her gain recognition among viewers and industry professionals alike. However, Erica Ashe was far more than a sketch comedian. She proved her dramatic abilities in the Starz sports drama Survivor's Remorse, where she portrayed Mary Charles M. Chuck Calloway, a sharp-tongued lawyer navigating complex family and business dynamics in the world of professional basketball. The series ran from 2014 to 2017, and her performance showcased depth, emotional nuance, and confidence. She also appeared in Real Husbands of Hollywood, a comedy series created by Kevin Hart, where her character added both humor and grounded realism to the show's exaggerated celebrity satire. Later, she took on a more serious role in the BET legal drama In Contempt, portraying a determined public defender fighting for justice. Through these roles, Ashe showed audiences she could handle both courtroom drama and comedy with equal skill. On July 29, 2024, Erica Ashe passed away at the age of 46 after a private battle with cancer. Her family chose to keep her illness largely out of the public eye, reflecting her desire to maintain dignity and privacy even while living in the spotlight. Her passing served as a reminder of how unpredictable life can be, especially in an industry that often celebrates talent only after it is gone. Yet Erica Ashe's legacy remains alive in the laughter she created and the characters she brought to life. More than anything, her career showed that authenticity, dedication, and courage can leave a lasting mark. Even in loss, her work continues to inspire audiences, proving that the joy an artist gives to the world can outlive even the most shocking goodbye. Chance Perdomo. The sudden loss of Chance Perdomo shocked fans across the world, especially those who had watched the young actor rise quickly through the ranks of television and streaming entertainment. Known for his charisma, intelligence, and unmistakable screen presence, Perdomo represented a new generation of actors capable of blending charm, complexity, and emotional depth into every role he played. When news of his death broke in March 2024, the entertainment community was left grieving a career that had only just begun to reach its full potential. Chance Perdomo was born on October 19, 1996, in Los Angeles, California, but he was raised primarily in Southampton, England, after moving there as a child. Growing up between two cultures gave him a unique perspective that later shaped his acting style. His American roots combined with a British upbringing created a distinctive identity, and his natural British accent became part of what made his performances so memorable. Before pursuing acting professionally, Perdomo initially considered studying law, but his passion for storytelling and performance eventually led him toward the entertainment industry. His breakthrough arrived in 2018 when he starred in the BBC drama Killed by My Debt. In the film, he portrayed a young man driven to desperation by financial pressure and government penalties. The powerful performance earned Perdomo a BAFTA nomination for Best Actor, an extraordinary achievement for such an early stage in his career. Critics praised his ability to portray vulnerability and emotional intensity with remarkable maturity. However, it was his role as Ambrose Spellman in Netflix's supernatural series Chilling Adventures of Sabrina that introduced him to a global audience. Ambrose, a witty and centuries-old warlock under magical house arrest, became one of the show's most beloved characters. Perdomo infused the role with humor, wisdom, and warmth, making Ambrose both mysterious and relatable. The series ran from 2018 to 2020, and his performance played a key role in its popularity. After the success of Sabrina, Perdomo joined the cast of Gen V, the 2023 spin-off of Amazon Prime Video's hit series, The Boys. In the show, he portrayed Andre Anderson, a young superhero navigating fame, family expectations, and the pressure of attending a competitive superhero university. The series was widely praised, and Perdomo's portrayal stood out as one of its emotional anchors. Tragically, on March 29, 2024, Chance Perdomo died in a motorcycle accident. He was just 27 years old. According to reports, no other vehicles were involved in the crash, making the loss even more devastating for his family, friends, and colleagues. His death served as a painful reminder of how fragile life can be, especially for those whose brightest moments still lie ahead. Yet even in a short career, Chance Perdomo left behind performances that touched millions of viewers. In many ways, his story reflects both the beauty and the unpredictability of life. Talent can rise quickly, but the true legacy of an artist lies not only in the length of their career, but in the sincerity and passion they bring to every moment on screen. Chadwick Boseman. Few actor deaths in modern Hollywood shocked the world as deeply as the passing of Chadwick Boseman. To millions of fans, he was more than just a performer. He was a symbol of strength, dignity, and cultural pride. When the news broke on August 28, 2020, that Boseman had died at the age of 43 after battling colon cancer, the reaction was immediate and global. What made the moment even more heartbreaking was that he had fought the disease privately for 4 years while continuing to deliver some of the most powerful performances of his career. Born on November 29, 1976, in Anderson, South Carolina, Chadwick Aaron Boseman initially dreamed of becoming a writer and director rather than an actor. After attending Howard University, one of the most respected historically Black universities in the United States, he studied directing before eventually discovering his passion for acting. His education emphasized storytelling that reflected real cultural experiences, a philosophy that would shape his career choices. Boseman first gained major recognition portraying historical figures. In 2013, he starred as baseball legend Jackie Robinson in the film 42. The role required both athletic preparation and emotional depth, capturing Robinson's resilience as he broke Major League Baseball's color barrier. Boseman's performance earned widespread praise and introduced him to mainstream audiences. He followed this success with another transformative role in 2014's Get On Up, where he portrayed music icon James Brown. Critics were amazed by his dedication. He studied Brown's movements, voice, and stage presence with remarkable precision. Yet it was his role as King T'Challa in Marvel's Black Panther, 2018, that made him a global superstar. The film earned more than $1.3 billion worldwide, becoming one of the highest-grossing superhero movies in history and the first Marvel film nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards. For many viewers, Boseman's portrayal of the Wakandan king represented more than entertainment. It was a moment of cultural pride, celebrating African heritage and leadership on one of the biggest stages in global cinema. What audiences did not know at the time was that Boseman had been diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer in 2016, which later progressed to stage 4. During this time, he continued working on major films such as Black Panther, Avengers, Infinity War, Avengers, Endgame, Da 5 Bloods, and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, while undergoing surgeries and chemotherapy. His final performance in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom earned him a posthumous Academy Award nomination, reminding the world of the extraordinary dedication he carried even in the face of illness. Chadwick Boseman's legacy extends far beyond his filmography. He represented grace under pressure and used his platform to inspire younger generations to believe in their potential. His story reminds us that true strength is not always visible on the surface. Sometimes the greatest battles are the ones fought quietly, with courage and purpose. Michael K. Williams. The death of Michael K. Williams in September 2021 sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Known for his raw authenticity and unforgettable screen presence, Williams had built a reputation as one of the most compelling character actors of his generation. For many fans, he was best remembered for bringing deeply complex characters to life, people who existed in the gray areas of society rather than simple heroes or villains. Michael Kenneth Williams was born on November 22, 1966, in Brooklyn, New York. Raised in the East Flatbush neighborhood, he experienced a difficult childhood that exposed him to both hardship and resilience. As a teenager, Williams struggled with direction and identity, but his life changed when he discovered dance. Inspired by artists like Janet Jackson, he began performing as a background dancer in music videos and stage productions. However, his journey into acting happened almost by accident. A facial scar resulting from a bar fight in his early 20s became one of his most distinctive features. Instead of hiding it, Williams embraced it, and casting directors began to see him as someone who could portray intense, streetwise characters with authenticity. His breakthrough role came in HBO's groundbreaking series, The Wire, 2002 to 2008, where he portrayed Omar Little, a fearless stick-up man who robbed drug dealers while living by his own moral code. Omar quickly became one of the most iconic characters in television history. Critics praised Williams for portraying the character with depth, vulnerability, and quiet intelligence, transforming what could have been a stereotypical role into a cultural phenomenon. Following The Wire, Williams continued delivering remarkable performances in series such as Boardwalk Empire, where he played the enigmatic gangster Chalky White. The role earned him widespread acclaim and reinforced his ability to bring humanity to complicated characters. He also appeared in films like 12 Years a Slave, Gone Baby Gone, and Assassin's Creed, demonstrating a range that moves seamlessly between television and cinema. Throughout his career, Williams received 5 Emmy nominations, reflecting the respect he earned within the industry. Tragically, on September 6, 2021, Michael K. Williams was found dead in his Brooklyn apartment. The medical examiner later ruled the cause of death as an accidental overdose involving fentanyl, heroin, and cocaine. He was 54 years old. His passing reignited important conversations about addiction, mental health, and the pressures faced by artists behind the scenes. Despite the struggles he openly discussed, Williams remained deeply committed to helping others. He frequently spoke to young people about overcoming obstacles and finding purpose beyond circumstances. Michael K. Williams left behind a body of work defined by honesty and emotional truth. His characters reflected real human complexity, reminding audiences that even those who walk difficult paths deserve empathy. In the end, his legacy is not only the unforgettable roles he played, but also the compassion he showed for people whose stories often go unheard. Bernie Mac. The passing of Bernie Mac in 2008 stunned both Hollywood and millions of fans who had grown to love his larger-than-life personality. Known for his fearless comedy, booming voice, and unforgettable delivery, Bernie Mac was one of the rare entertainers who could command a stage, a television screen, and a movie set with equal power. His sudden death at just 50 years old left a void in the world of comedy that many believe has never truly been filled. Born Bernard Jeffrey McCullough on October 5, 1957, in Chicago, Illinois, Bernie Mac grew up on the city's South Side, where life was often difficult. Raised primarily by his mother and grandparents after losing family members at a young age, he learned early on how humor could help people survive hardship. Those early experiences shaped his comedic style, honest, fearless, and deeply rooted in real life. Mac first gained national recognition after winning the Miller Lite Comedy Search in 1990, which opened the door to television appearances. However, his breakthrough moment came in 2000 when he starred in the hit film The Original Kings of Comedy, alongside Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, and D.L. Hughley. The comedy special, directed by Spike Lee, became one of the highest-grossing stand-up comedy films ever and introduced Bernie Mac's bold storytelling to a worldwide audience. Shortly afterward, he launched his own television sitcom, The Bernie Mac Show, which aired from 2001 to 2006 on Fox. The show became a cultural favorite, praised for its unique style in which Mac often spoke directly to the audience. His portrayal of a reluctant guardian raising his sister's children was both hilarious and heartfelt, earning him 2 Emmy nominations and a Peabody Award. Bernie Mac also found major success in Hollywood films. He appeared in blockbuster hits such as Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, and Ocean's 13, sharing the screen with stars like George Clooney and Brad Pitt. His comedic timing and natural charisma made even supporting roles unforgettable. Despite his success, Mac had quietly battled sarcoidosis, a rare inflammatory disease affecting the lungs and other organs. On August 9, 2008, complications from pneumonia related to the illness led to his death in a Chicago hospital. Bernie Mac's legacy remains powerful. He proved that authenticity could connect with audiences across every background. More importantly, he reminded the world that laughter can be a form of resilience, sometimes the strongest response to life's hardships. John Singleton. Few filmmakers reshaped Hollywood storytelling the way John Singleton did. His sudden death in April 2019 shocked the entertainment industry, not only because he was still actively working, but because his influence on modern cinema was undeniable. Singleton was more than a director. He was a storyteller who gave voice to communities rarely seen or heard in mainstream film. Born January 6, 1968, in Los Angeles, California, John Daniel Singleton grew up in South Central Los Angeles, an environment that would later inspire many of his stories. Unlike many filmmakers who approached urban stories from a distance, Singleton wrote from personal experience. He attended the University of Southern California's School of Cinematic Arts, where his talent quickly became clear. At just 23 years old, Singleton made history with his directorial debut, Boys in the Hood, 1991. The film explored life in South Central Los Angeles, addressing issues such as violence, family, identity, and systemic inequality. The movie was both critically acclaimed and commercially successful, earning over $57 million worldwide on a modest budget. More importantly, Singleton became the youngest person ever nominated for the Academy Award for Best Director, and the first African-American nominated in that category. The achievement changed Hollywood's perception of who could tell powerful stories on screen. Singleton continued building his reputation with films like Poetic Justice, 1993, starring Janet Jackson and Tupac Shakur, and Higher Learning, 1995, which tackled racial tensions on college campuses. Later projects such as Shaft, 2000, and Four Brothers, 2005, demonstrated his ability to blend social commentary with mainstream entertainment. Beyond directing, Singleton was deeply committed to mentoring young filmmakers and expanding opportunities for Black storytellers in Hollywood. He also moved into television production, helping create series such as Snowfall, which premiered on FX in 2017 and became a major success. Tragically, on April 28, 2019, John Singleton died after suffering a massive stroke several weeks earlier. He was 51 years old. His passing reminded many people how fragile life can be, even for those whose voices seem unstoppable. Yet Singleton's impact continues through the stories he told and the doors he helped open for future filmmakers. In the end, John Singleton didn't just direct movies, he changed the direction of Hollywood itself. Cicely Tyson. The passing of Cicely Tyson in January 2021 marked the end of an extraordinary era in American film and television. For more than 7 decades, Tyson stood as one of the most respected and influential actresses in Hollywood. Her career was not only defined by talent, but by purpose. She carefully chose roles that portrayed Black women with dignity, strength, and humanity at a time when such representation was rare. Cicely Tyson was born on December 19, 1924, in Harlem, New York, to Caribbean immigrant parents from the island of Nevis. She grew up in a modest household where discipline and faith played important roles. Tyson initially worked as a fashion model in the 1950s, appearing in magazines such as Ebony and Jet, but soon discovered that acting allowed her to express deeper stories about identity and resilience. Her early television appearances included roles on series like East Side/West Side and Guiding Light, but her true breakthrough came with the film Sounder, 1972. In the movie, Tyson portrayed Rebecca Morgan, a strong mother struggling to keep her family together during the Great Depression. Her performance earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress, making her one of the few Black actresses recognized by the Academy at that time. Tyson continued to take on powerful roles that reflected real struggles and triumphs. In 1974, she starred in the television film The Autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman, portraying a former enslaved woman who lives to see the civil rights movement. The performance earned Tyson 2 Emmy Awards, and the role became one of the most iconic portrayals of Black history on television. Throughout the decades, Tyson appeared in numerous films and series, including Roots, The Help, 2011, and How to Get Away with Murder, where she delivered a memorable performance as the mother of Viola Davis's character. Even in her later years, her presence carried wisdom and emotional power that resonated with audiences. Beyond acting, Tyson became a cultural symbol. She was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2016, the highest civilian honor in the United States, recognizing her contributions to the arts and her role in reshaping how Black women were represented on screen. On January 28, 2021, Cicely Tyson passed away at the age of 96. Her death came just days after the release of her memoir, Just As I Am, a reflection on her remarkable life. Her legacy remains timeless. Cicely Tyson proved that storytelling could inspire social change, and that true artistry is measured not only by fame, but by the values an artist chooses to represent. Dorothy Dandridge. Long before Hollywood began embracing diversity, Dorothy Dandridge broke barriers that had once seemed impossible. Her beauty, elegance, and talent made her one of the first black actresses to achieve international stardom. Yet behind the glamour of fame was a story filled with struggle, discrimination, and heartbreaking tragedy. Dorothy Dandridge was born on November 9, 1922, in Cleveland, Ohio, into a family already connected to entertainment. Her mother, Ruby Dandridge, was an actress and performer who encouraged Dorothy and her sister to pursue singing and stage performance from a young age. The sisters formed a musical duo called the Wonder Children, touring the United States during the 1930s and performing in nightclubs and theaters. As Dorothy grew older, her striking beauty and graceful presence caught the attention of Hollywood producers. She began appearing in films during the 1940s, but like many black performers of that era, she was often limited to minor or stereotypical roles. Determined to break those limitations, she refused parts that she felt were degrading, even though turning them down meant fewer opportunities. Her persistence paid off in 1954 when she starred in the musical film Carmen Jones, directed by Otto Preminger. The role transformed her career overnight. Her performance was widely praised, and she became the first black woman ever nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actress. The nomination was a historic moment for Hollywood, proving that black actresses could lead major films and receive critical recognition. However, the industry still struggled with deep racial barriers, and Dandridge found it difficult to secure roles that matched the success of Carmen Jones. In the years that followed, financial difficulties and personal struggles began affecting her life. Despite her immense talent, Hollywood offered limited opportunities for black actresses during that era. By the early 1960s, her career had slowed dramatically. On September 8, 1965, Dorothy Dandridge was found dead in her Los Angeles apartment. She was 42 years old. The cause of death was ruled an accidental overdose of prescription medication, though the circumstances surrounding her passing were deeply tragic. Dorothy Dandridge's life story reflects both the brilliance and the challenges faced by pioneers who opened doors for future generations. Though her career was cut short, her courage helped change the possibilities for black actresses in Hollywood. Today, she is remembered not only for her beauty and talent, but for the barriers she broke, making it possible for many others to follow the path she helped create. Lloyd Avery II. The life and death of Lloyd Avery II remain one of the most tragic and unsettling stories connected to Hollywood. His career began with promise, but his life took a dark and unexpected path that ultimately ended in violence. For many fans of classic 1990s films, Avery is remembered for his brief but memorable role in Boys in the Hood, a movie that itself explored the dangers of growing up in environments shaped by crime and social struggle. Ironically, Avery's real life eventually mirrored some of the harsh realities portrayed in that film. Lloyd Avery II was born on June 21, 1969, in Los Angeles, California, and grew up in the Baldwin Hills neighborhood. Coming from a middle-class family, Avery had opportunities that many young people in Los Angeles did not. His younger brother, Malcolm D. Lee, also pursued acting, showing that performance and creativity were part of the family environment. Lloyd showed early interest in entertainment and began auditioning for small television and film roles in the early 1990s. His breakthrough came in 1991 when director John Singleton cast him in the influential film Boys in the Hood. Avery played a minor but memorable role as Knucklehead No. 2, one of the gang members involved in the tragic shooting of Ricky Baker, a character played by Morris Chestnut. Even though his screen time was limited, the intensity of the scene left a lasting impression on audiences and became one of the most shocking moments in the film. Following that appearance, Avery secured additional acting opportunities. He appeared in the 1993 film Poetic Justice, starring Janet Jackson and Tupac Shakur. At the time, it seemed that he was on a path toward building a steady career portraying tough street characters, roles that Hollywood frequently cast during that era of urban dramas. Unfortunately, Avery's life began to drift away from acting. Reports suggest that he became increasingly involved with gangs in criminal activity in Los Angeles. The line between the characters he played on screen and the lifestyle surrounding him in real life became dangerously blurred. In 2001, Avery was convicted of double murder related to a shooting that occurred in 1999. The conviction resulted in a life sentence in prison, effectively ending any possibility of returning to the film industry. Prison life proved extremely dangerous. On September 4, 2005, Lloyd Avery II was found dead in his cell at Pelican Bay State Prison in California. Authorities reported that he had been beaten and strangled by his cellmate during what was described as a racially motivated attack. Avery was 41 years old. His story remains one of Hollywood's most tragic cautionary tales. A young actor who once appeared in a film warning about the dangers of violence ultimately became a victim of the same reality. Lloyd Avery II's life serves as a powerful reminder that choices and circumstances can shape destiny in unexpected ways, and that talent alone cannot always protect someone from the consequences of the environment around them. Aaliyah. Few celebrity deaths have shocked the entertainment world as deeply as the loss of Aaliyah, a young star whose influence extended across music, film, and fashion. At just 22 years old, she had already become one of the most recognizable voices in R&B and was beginning to build a promising acting career in Hollywood. Her sudden death in August 2001 left fans around the world stunned and heartbroken. Aaliyah Dana Houghton was born on January 16, 1979, in Brooklyn, New York, and later raised in Detroit, Michigan. From an early age, her family recognized her musical talent. She performed in church choirs in talent competitions, and by the time she was a teenager, she had already begun recording professionally. Her debut album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, 1994, was released when she was just 15 years old and sold millions of copies worldwide. Songs like Back and Forth and At Your Best, You Are Love, introduced audiences to her smooth vocals and effortless stage presence. Yet it was her second album, One in a Million, 1996, produced with Timbaland and Missy Elliott, that truly redefined the sound of R&B. The album sold over 8 million copies globally and influenced the direction of contemporary music for years. While dominating the music industry, Aaliyah also began exploring acting. In 2000, she starred alongside Jet Li in the action film Romeo Must Die. Her performance surprised critics and audiences alike, proving she had natural acting ability as well as star power. She also recorded the film's hit single, Try Again, which became the first song in history to reach #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, based solely on radio airplay. Aaliyah's acting career was only beginning. She later appeared in Queen of the Damned, 2002, and had been cast in upcoming projects connected to the Matrix franchise, signaling that Hollywood saw enormous potential in her future. Tragically, on August 25, 2001, Aaliyah and her team boarded a small private aircraft in the Bahamas after finishing a music video shoot for her song, Rock the Boat. Shortly after takeoff, the plane crashed, killing all 9 people on board. Investigations later revealed that the aircraft had been overloaded with passengers and equipment, and the pilot was not licensed to operate that particular plane. Aaliyah died instantly at just 22 years old, leaving the world mourning a star whose future seemed limitless. Despite her short life, Aaliyah's legacy continues to influence artists across generations. Her music, style, and pioneering collaborations help shape modern R&B and pop culture. More importantly, her story reminds us how precious and fragile life can be, even for those who appear destined for greatness. Thomas Mikal Ford. For many television fans of the 1990s, Thomas Mikal Ford will always be remembered as the lovable and unforgettable Tommy Strong from the hit sitcom Martin. His humor, warmth, and natural comedic timing helped make the show one of the most popular African-American sitcoms of its era. When news of his sudden death surfaced in October 2016, fans across the country were shocked, because Ford had remained active in entertainment and community work right up until his final days. Thomas Mikal Ford was born on September 5, 1964, in Los Angeles, California. From an early age, he showed interest in performing and storytelling. After graduating from Long Beach City College and later attending the University of Southern California, Ford began pursuing acting seriously. Like many young actors in Hollywood, he started with small roles while learning the craft and building connections in the industry. His career began gaining momentum in the early 1990s. Ford appeared in several television shows and films, including Harlem Nights, 1989, alongside Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor. Although his role was small, it introduced him to audiences and opened doors for future opportunities. However, his defining moment came when he was cast in Fox's sitcom Martin, 1992 to 1997, starring comedian Martin Lawrence. Ford played Tommy Strawn, the witty and mysterious best friend whose job was famously never revealed on the show. The running joke, "Tommy ain't got no job," became one of the series' most beloved comedic elements. Throughout the show's 5 seasons, Ford's character provided balance to the energetic personalities of the cast. His calm confidence, stylish appearance, and comedic delivery made him a fan favorite. Martin became one of the most successful black sitcoms of the decade and remains influential in pop culture today. After the series ended, Ford continued acting in television and film. He appeared in projects such as The Parkers, New York Undercover, and Who's Got Jokes. In addition to acting, Ford became deeply involved in mentoring young people, writing motivational books, and speaking about positive male role models in the community. Tragically, on October 12, 2016, Thomas Michael Ford passed away at the age of 52 following complications from a ruptured abdominal aneurysm. Only days earlier, he had been hospitalized after experiencing severe abdominal pain. His death reminded many people how fragile life can be, even for those who seem strong and healthy. Yet Ford's legacy extends far beyond one television role. He dedicated much of his life to inspiring young people to pursue education, discipline, and positive values. Through laughter and mentorship, Thomas Michael Ford left behind a legacy built not just on entertainment, but on encouragement and hope for the next generation. Paul Walker. The sudden death of Paul Walker in November 2013 shocked the entire entertainment world. Known globally for his role in the Fast and Furious film franchise, Walker had become one of Hollywood's most recognizable action stars. Yet behind the fame was a man widely respected for his humility, generosity, and dedication to humanitarian causes. Paul William Walker IV was born on September 12, 1973, in Glendale, California. Growing up in Southern California, he entered the entertainment industry at a young age. As a child, Walker appeared in television commercials and later secured small roles in television shows during the late 1980s and early 1990s. Acting quickly became more than a childhood activity. It evolved into a full career. Walker gained attention in teen-oriented films such as Varsity Blues, 1999, and She's All That, 1999. But his career reached a new level in 2001 with the release of The Fast and the Furious. In the film, he portrayed Brian O'Connor, an undercover police officer who becomes immersed in the underground world of street racing. The movie became a global success and eventually developed into one of the most profitable film franchises in history. Over time, Walker's character evolved into a central figure in the series, forming a strong on-screen partnership with co-star Vin Diesel. The franchise went on to earn billions of dollars worldwide, cementing Walker's place in action cinema. Outside of acting, Walker was deeply passionate about helping others. After the 2010 Haiti earthquake, he founded the nonprofit organization Reach Out Worldwide, which provides disaster relief and emergency support in crisis zones. Friends and colleagues often described him as someone who preferred humanitarian work over celebrity attention. Tragically, On November 30th, 2013, Walker was attending a charity event for his foundation in Santa Clarita, California, when he accepted a ride in a Porsche Carrera GT driven by his friend Roger Rodas. Shortly after leaving the event, the car crashed into a concrete pole and burst into flames. Both Walker and Rodas were killed instantly. Investigations later concluded that excessive speed was the primary cause of the crash. Walker was 40 years old. His death occurred while Fast and Furious 7 was still in production. The filmmakers later completed the movie using body doubles and visual effects, dedicating the film to Walker's memory. The final tribute scene, accompanied by the song "See You Again," became one of the most emotional moments in modern cinema. Paul Walker's legacy goes far beyond action films. He showed that fame and kindness can coexist, and that success means little if it is not used to help others. His life continues to inspire fans around the world to live with compassion, humility, and purpose. Lee Thompson Young. The death of Lee Thompson Young in 2013 shocked both fans and the television industry, particularly those who had watched him grow from a Disney Channel star into a respected dramatic actor. Known for his talent, quiet professionalism, and thoughtful personality, Young had built a career that many believe was only beginning to reach its true potential. His passing at the age of 29 served as a painful reminder that even those who appear successful can struggle silently. Lee Thompson Young was born on February 1, 1984, in Columbia, South Carolina. From a young age, he showed interest in performing arts and storytelling. His early passion for acting eventually led him to New York City, where he began auditioning for television roles while still a teenager. His dedication quickly paid off when he landed the lead role in the Disney Channel series, The Famous Jet Jackson. Premiering in 1998, the show followed the life of a teenage television star trying to live a normal life outside of Hollywood. Young played Jet Jackson, a character who balanced fame with the everyday challenges of growing up. The series became one of Disney Channel's most popular programs at the time, running for 3 seasons and making Young a recognizable face among young audiences. Unlike many child actors who struggled to transition into adult roles, Young approached his career with patience and discipline. After The Famous Jet Jackson, he continued acting in both television and film, choosing projects that allowed him to grow artistically. He appeared in movies such as Friday Night Lights, 2004, and later found success in television dramas. One of his most notable adult roles came in the crime series Rizzoli and Isles, where he portrayed Detective Barry Frost, a skilled investigator known for his intelligence and loyalty to his colleagues. The role introduced him to a wider audience and showed his ability to handle more mature, emotionally complex material. Despite his professional success, Young privately struggled with depression, a condition that many people facing intense pressure and public expectations experience. On August 19, 2013, he was found dead in his Los Angeles apartment. Authorities later confirmed that he had died by suicide. The news deeply affected fans, friends, and fellow actors who remembered him as kind, thoughtful, and dedicated to his craft. His passing sparked broader conversations about mental health, particularly within the entertainment industry, where performers often face immense stress while maintaining a public image of success. Lee Thompson Young's legacy continues through the work he left behind. His performances demonstrated talent, sincerity, and emotional depth. More importantly, his story reminds us that mental health struggles can affect anyone, regardless of fame or achievement. Compassion, understanding, and open conversations about mental well-being are essential, because sometimes the strongest people are fighting battles that others cannot see. Tommy "Tiny" Lister. Tommy "Tiny" Lister was one of those actors whose presence alone could command attention. With his towering height, muscular build, and distinctive deep voice, he became one of Hollywood's most recognizable character actors. Yet beyond the intimidating characters he often played on screen, Lister was known by friends and colleagues as a warm, generous person who brought positivity to everyone around him. Thomas Duane Lister Jr. was born on June 24, 1958, in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. From childhood, he faced physical challenges, including a detached retina that left him blind in his right eye. Despite this obstacle, Lister excelled in athletics during high school and later earned a track and field scholarship to college. His athletic ability eventually led him to professional wrestling in the 1980s, where his powerful physique helped him build a reputation in the sport. However, Lister's life changed when he moved into acting. His imposing appearance made him a natural fit for roles portraying powerful or intimidating characters. Throughout the late 1980s and 1990s, he began appearing in numerous films and television shows, gradually becoming one of Hollywood's most recognizable supporting actors. His most famous role came in 1995 when he played Debo, the neighborhood bully in the cult comedy film Friday, starring Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. Debo's intimidating personality and unforgettable lines quickly turned the character into a pop culture icon. Lister later reprised the role in the sequel, Next Friday, further cementing his place in comedy history. Beyond the Friday franchise, Lister appeared in more than 100 film and television projects throughout his career. These included roles in The Fifth Element, The Dark Knight, Little Nicky, and numerous television shows. His ability to balance intimidating villains with comedic timing made him a versatile performer who could move between genres with ease. Despite often portraying tough characters, Lister was deeply spiritual and frequently spoke at community events and churches. He believed in using his platform to encourage young people to avoid violence and make positive choices in life. On December 10, 2020, Tommy "Tiny" Lister was found dead in his Los Angeles home. He was 62 years old. The official cause of death was later determined to be heart disease and complications related to COVID-19. His passing was widely mourned by fans and colleagues who remembered him not only for his unforgettable on-screen roles, but also for his generosity and kindness off-camera. Lister's career showed that even actors known for intimidating roles can carry powerful messages of positivity in real life. Ultimately, Tommy "Tiny" Lister left behind a legacy defined by perseverance. Despite physical challenges and early obstacles, he built a successful career and inspired others to believe that strength comes not just from physical power, but from character, determination, and faith. Moses J. Mosley. The sudden death of Moses J. Mosley in early 2022 shocked many fans of television, especially those who remembered him from one of the most popular zombie series in modern entertainment. Though his role on screen was brief, Mosley managed to leave a memorable impression that resonated with viewers around the world. His passing at just 31 years old was a tragic reminder that life can end far too soon, even for those whose careers are just beginning to take shape. Moses J. Mosley was born on December 23, 1990, in Aiken, South Carolina. Growing up in the American South, he developed an interest in storytelling and film during his teenage years. After graduating from Georgia State University, he began pursuing opportunities in the entertainment industry. Like many aspiring actors, Mosley started with smaller roles and background performances while working to build experience and connections in the competitive world of film and television. His breakthrough moment came when he was cast in the hit AMC series, The Walking Dead. Mosley portrayed one of the show's most recognizable walkers, the pet zombie kept chained by the character Michonne, played by Danai Gurira. Despite the character having no dialogue, his haunting appearance became iconic among fans of the show. The image of the chained walkers following Michonne through the post-apocalyptic world became one of the series' most memorable visual elements. Following his appearance on The Walking Dead, Mosley continued pursuing acting opportunities. He appeared in independent films and television projects such as Queen of the South, while also developing interests in writing and producing. Friends and colleagues often described him as passionate, optimistic, and determined to succeed in an industry that can be difficult for newcomers. Outside of acting, Mosley enjoyed connecting with fans at conventions and public events. He understood that even small roles could have a meaningful impact on audiences, and he appreciated the support he received from viewers who recognized his work. Tragically, on January 26, 2022, Moses J. Mosley was found dead near Stockbridge, Georgia. He was 31 years old. Authorities later ruled that his death was caused by a gunshot wound, and it was officially determined to be suicide. The news stunned many who had interacted with him, as friends described him as someone full of energy and ambition. His passing sparked renewed discussions about mental health and the pressures individuals may face behind the scenes. Mosley's story highlights how important it is to offer support and compassion to those who may be struggling silently. Though his life was brief, Moses J. Mosley remains remembered by fans for his unique role in one of television's most influential series. His journey serves as a reminder that every performer, no matter the size of the role, contributes to the stories that bring audiences together. Clarence Williams III. The passing of Clarence Williams III in June 2021 marked the loss of one of Hollywood's most distinctive and versatile character actors. With a career that spanned more than 5 decades, Williams became known for bringing intensity, intelligence, and emotional complexity to every role he played. Whether portraying authority figures, troubled characters, or mysterious personalities, he possessed a commanding screen presence that audiences never forgot. Clarence Williams III was born on August 21, 1939, in New York City into a family deeply connected to the arts. His grandfather, Clarence Williams, was a well-known jazz composer and pianist, while his father worked in the music industry. Despite this artistic background, Williams initially served in the United States Army before eventually pursuing acting. His early career began on stage in New York theater productions, where he developed strong acting fundamentals. In 1964, he received a Tony Award nomination for his performance in the Broadway play Slow Dance on the Killing Ground. The recognition helped establish him as a serious actor capable of delivering powerful, dramatic performances. Williams achieved widespread fame in the late 1960s through the television series The Mod Squad. In the show, which aired from 1968 to 1973, he played Link Hayes, an undercover police officer working with a team of young investigators. The series was groundbreaking for its time, addressing social issues such as racism, drug abuse, and youth culture, while featuring a diverse cast. Following the success of The Mod Squad, Williams continued building an impressive film and television career. He appeared in projects such as Purple Rain, 1984, where he portrayed the controlling father of Prince's character, and later delivered memorable performances in films like Tales from the Hood, 1995, and Half-Baked, 1998. His ability to portray both menacing villains and deeply emotional characters made him one of Hollywood's most respected supporting actors. Throughout the years, Williams became known for his distinctive voice and powerful delivery. Directors often praised his dedication to bringing authenticity and depth to every character, regardless of the size of the role. On June 4, 2021, Clarence Williams III passed away in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 81 after battling colon cancer. His death marked the end of a remarkable career that had influenced generations of actors. Williams left behind a legacy defined by artistic excellence and perseverance. His work demonstrated that great acting is not only about fame or leading roles, but about the ability to transform every character into something memorable. Through decades of film, television, and theater, Clarence Williams III proved that true talent endures long after the final curtain falls. Nichelle Nichols. The passing of Nichelle Nichols in July 2022 marked the end of an era in both television history and cultural progress. Best known for her groundbreaking role in Star Trek, Nichols became far more than an actress. She became a symbol of representation, progress, and inspiration for generations of viewers who had rarely seen people like themselves portrayed with dignity and intelligence on screen. Nichelle Nichols was born Grace Dell Nichols on December 28, 1932, in Robbins, Illinois, a small town near Chicago. From an early age, she displayed talent in music and performance. Before becoming widely known as an actress, Nichols built a career as a singer and dancer, performing in nightclubs and stage productions across the United States. Her background in musical theater gave her strong stage presence and confidence, qualities that later translated beautifully to television. Her career changed forever in 1966 when she was cast as Lieutenant Nyota Uhura in the science fiction television series Star Trek, created by Gene Roddenberry. At a time when television rarely portrayed Black women in professional or leadership roles, Nichols' character served as a communications officer aboard the starship Enterprise. Uhura was intelligent, composed, and respected by her crew, qualities that made the role revolutionary for its time. One of the most historically significant moments in television occurred during a 1968 episode of Star Trek, when Nichols shared an on-screen kiss with co-star William Shatner, who played Captain James T. Kirk. The scene is widely remembered as one of the first interracial kisses broadcast on American television. Although brief, it challenged social norms and represented a step forward for representation during the Civil Rights era. After the original Star Trek series ended in 1969, Nichols continued appearing in films and television projects, including Star Trek feature films throughout the 1980s and early 1990s. However, her influence extended far beyond acting. In the late 1970s, she partnered with NASA to help recruit women and minority candidates for the space program. Her outreach efforts contributed to the recruitment of astronauts such as Sally Ride, the first American woman in space, and Guion Bluford, the first African-American astronaut in space. On July 30, 2022, Nichelle Nichols passed away at the age of 89. Her death prompted tributes from actors, scientists, and leaders around the world who recognized her impact on culture and opportunity. Nichols' legacy reminds us that representation matters. By simply portraying a capable, intelligent officer on television, she helped inspire countless young people to pursue careers in science, engineering, and exploration. Her life proved that storytelling can change perceptions, and sometimes even help shape the future. O.L. Duke. While some actors achieve worldwide fame, others build their careers through steady work across film and television, contributing to memorable stories even if their names are not always widely recognized. O.L. Duke was one of those performers. Known for his appearances in several film and television productions during the 1990s and early 2000s, Duke built a career as a character actor whose performances added depth and authenticity to the projects he joined. O.L. Duke, whose full name was Otha L. Duke, was born on January 29, 1953, in Florida, United States. Details about his early life remain relatively private compared to many other actors. But like many performers, he pursued acting with determination despite the challenges of entering the competitive entertainment industry. Over time, he developed a reputation as a reliable, supporting actor, capable of portraying a wide range of characters. Duke appeared in several television programs and films during the 1990s, a period when Hollywood began producing more projects exploring urban life, crime drama, and social themes. Character actors like Duke played an important role in bringing realism to these productions. Even when appearing briefly on screen, their performances helped build believable worlds around the main story. Among his credited work are appearances in films such as Malcolm X, 1992, and Sugar Hill, 1994, projects that reflected important moments in Black cinema during that era. Films like these helped expand opportunities for Black actors and filmmakers, while telling stories rooted in historical and cultural experience. Although Duke did not often appear as a leading star, His presence in these productions contributed to the broader landscape of film and television during the 1990s. Character actors are often the backbone of storytelling, supporting narratives in ways that audiences may not always notice, but deeply appreciate. Tragically, on May 12, 2004, O.L. Duke died in a car accident in Florida. He was 51 years old. The sudden nature of the accident shocked friends and colleagues who had worked with him throughout his career. His passing served as a reminder that every performer, whether widely famous or quietly dedicated, plays a role in shaping the entertainment industry. The stories audiences enjoy are built not only by leading stars, but also by the many talented actors who contribute their craft to each scene. O.L. Duke's career stands as an example of perseverance in an industry that can be difficult to navigate. Though his life ended unexpectedly, the work he left behind continues to exist within the films and shows that remain part of cinema history. The passing of Jonathan Pinar marked the quiet loss of a talented performer who spent decades contributing to film and television, both in South Africa and internationally. While he may not have been a household name worldwide, Pinar built a career based on dedication, versatility, and a deep love for storytelling. His death reminded many in the industry that some of the most meaningful artistic contributions come from actors who consistently support powerful narratives behind the scenes. Jonathan Pinar was born on August 17, 1961, in South Africa. Growing up during a time when the country faced intense social and political change, he developed an early appreciation for storytelling that reflected real-life struggles and cultural identity. Acting became his chosen path, allowing him to participate in stories that explored human resilience and social transformation. Pinar began appearing in television and film projects during the late 1990s and early 2000s. His performances often focused on grounded, realistic characters, making him a reliable presence in dramatic productions. He worked in a variety of international productions, including historical dramas and television series that explored political and social themes. One of his notable appearances came in the film Black Venus, 2010, a historical drama that examined the tragic life of Sarah Baartman, a South African woman who was exploited and displayed in Europe during the 19th century. The film was praised for its historical depth and emotional storytelling, and Pinar's performance contributed to the film's powerful narrative. He also appeared in the German television series Deutschland 86, a Cold War espionage drama that continued the story from the successful series Deutschland 83. The show received strong international attention for its exploration of political tension during the final years of the Cold War. Pinar's presence in such projects demonstrated his ability to work across international productions and collaborate with filmmakers from different cultures. Throughout his career, Pinar remained respected within the acting community for his professionalism and commitment to his craft. Unlike many actors who pursue constant public attention, he focused on delivering authentic performances and supporting meaningful projects. Jonathan Pinar passed away on July 2, 2025, at the age of 63. While the news did not dominate global headlines, colleagues and fans remembered him as a passionate storyteller who valued the power of film and television to reflect society. His career stands as a reminder that the film industry is built not only on superstar names, but also on dedicated performers who bring stories to life through discipline and passion. Jonathan Pinar's work remains part of the cultural narratives he helped tell, leaving behind a legacy rooted in authenticity and respect for the art of acting. Louis Gossett Jr. The death of Louis Gossett Jr. in March 2024 marked the loss of one of the most respected actors in American film and television history. Over a career that spanned more than 6 decades, Gossett became known for his commanding presence, emotional depth, and groundbreaking achievements that helped reshape opportunities for Black actors in Hollywood. Louis Cameron Gossett Jr. was born on May 27, 1936, in Brooklyn, New York. His journey into acting began unexpectedly while he was still a teenager. After suffering a sports injury during high school, he auditioned for a school play and discovered a natural talent for performing. The experience sparked a passion that would eventually lead him to Broadway. At just 17 years old, Gossett made his Broadway debut in Take a Giant Step, 1953, a powerful drama about racial identity in America. His performance received strong critical praise, launching a stage career that included collaborations with legendary actors such as Sidney Poitier. Gossett transitioned successfully into film and television during the 1970s. One of his most influential performances came in the groundbreaking television miniseries Roots, 1977, which explored the history of slavery in America. The series became one of the most watched television events in U.S. history, and Gossett's role helped cement his reputation as a serious, dramatic actor. However, his most iconic role came in An Officer and a Gentleman, 1982, where he portrayed the strict but principled Sergeant Emil Foley, a Marine drill instructor determined to push recruits beyond their limits. His performance earned him the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, making him the first Black actor to win an Oscar in that category. The role became legendary for its intensity and emotional power, and it solidified Gossett as one of Hollywood's most respected performers. Beyond film and television, Gossett was also deeply involved in humanitarian work. In 2006, he founded the Racism Foundation, an organization dedicated to combating racism through education and cultural understanding. On March 29, 2024, Louis Gossett Jr. passed away at the age of 87. Tributes from across the entertainment industry highlighted not only his acting talent, but also his role as a pioneer who opened doors for future generations. His legacy is one of perseverance, excellence, and purpose. Through decades of powerful performances, Louis Gossett Jr. demonstrated that storytelling can inspire change, challenge injustice, and remind audiences of the shared humanity that connects us all. The lives we explored today remind us that talent, fame, and success do not make anyone immune to life's fragile reality. These actors gave the world unforgettable performances, inspiring generations through their art, courage, and dedication. While their journeys ended too soon, their impact continues to live on through the stories they told and the doors they helped open for others. At Black Excellence Legends, we believe honoring their legacy means remembering not just how they died, but how powerfully they lived. Their work continues to teach us about resilience, creativity, and the importance of uplifting one another. Now we want to hear from you. Which loss impacted you the most, and why? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and support